And appears to me that we regrettably exist against popular demand. Wait. No, we don't. Okay, how we do? Yeah, it looks like we're actually going. Cool. Yeah, I was looking at the preview display on YouTube, but it was going blank for a second there. That's always why I give it a minute or so to make sure everything's working. But everything appears. I'm not cutting this out in YouTube Studio. Hello, everyone. I'm FireSpit, but a gen voted most likely to leave things on a cliffhanger and a runaway heating effect. But I'm sure my duplicants can handle it. And speaking of my duplicants, why don't we just go ahead and dive right on into this, where we left off. I'm sure we're all as eager as I am to see what this heat pump can do to things. This heat pump right here. And also, we appear to be dipping down on food, which is not a good sign. Pressure is rising. 63% pressure. 64. And mounting. Oh. Oh no, no wonder work has stopped on this. Pressure 72%. You love to see it. You don't love to see that. At least I don't love to see that. This ladder will probably be temporary, but actually permanent. Temporarily permanent, if you will. %. Pressure's rising. Who's cooking themselves? It's Frankie. It's incredibly hot over here. I feel like every time I look away from this thing, it goes up by like 5%. I'm just gonna hang out here for a second, take a look at the saltwater geyser. Okay, we only went up 2%. Again, these guys just keep torching themselves. 89% though. Oh, we're getting there now. I know it's just going to dump a whole bunch of heat out of these two areas, but I kind of want to see what it'll do. Does this have an automation plugin? No, it does not. These do. That's interesting. Okay, that's... Sends a green signal when geo event has materials to emit, otherwise sends a red signal. Just made a mess. Oh, jeez. Probably didn't need to priority yellow these. Okay. It's ready. I'm gonna push the button. Boop. Ooh, it's like a little cutscene. We're venting crude, we're venting... Can be if by pumping liquids that are hot enough to melt lead. Six, 7, 3. Oh, I'm back on basic speed. Rust, obsidian, salt. If we're going to be making aluminum, or using aluminum, just get out of this. Oh, shoot. I'm still on yellow alert. Okay, because that's just going to belch out a whole bunch of steam. I'm also going to go ahead and snip this connection. I need a liquid that can melt through lead. Materials overlay, metals. Lead. Okay, you're made of lead. .7 Kelvin. Maybe mercury. Oh. Makes me curious. Yeah, okay, crude oil can't get that hot. obviously water's not going to get that hot. Oh, crude oil can get that hot. Problem is I need a liquid temperature that hot. This is venting the last of that ton of material in it. Tea. Unfortunately, it's kind of cheap tea. Vaporization point of ethanol. Way too low. It's interesting, mercury boils off before oil boils off. Fascinating. Unless what I actually need to do is something like feed liquid, like liquid iron through that. What is liquid phosphorus? Nope, vaporizes at too low of a temperature. But now all I need is plastic. Flashing lights. Are you done, oil? You done behaving weirdly? Yes, it is. A lot of steam with nowhere to go. That's fine by me. So we're just going to leave that alone for the moment. Oh, good. Okay. Automation. Thermo sensor. Thermo sensor out of cobalt. Along with the wires out of cobalt. Wrapped. There we go. Suppose I should not have been surprised by that. This is a very nice room here, but okay, the rest is just construction. And I'm going to get rid of superheated carbon dioxide. Definitely need more oxygen production. We'll take the omelets. $88. So we're gonna go ahead and up this. Temperature registers below 295. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch off if it registers the temperature below or anything above 0 degrees. Because that won't end poorly. Oh, seriously, come over here, warm themselves up. Oh dear. Okay. That means I need to make sure they have a closer heater. Yes! Surface breach, that's what I want. Actually, what I want to do is lose resources to vacuum space. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Another moment I've been waiting for to start pumping. Start hooking up pipes to these trees, actually. Start pumping out their nectar. Oh, that's kind of cool. It shows how hot it is by turning the oxygen from blue to red. Now that I think about it, these don't need to be... These probably don't need to be insulated pipes. Oh, we'll stick with insulated pipes. Bus is on. How you guys handling? Same as always. Good to see it. Good to see it. Where'd the natural gas come? That's not good. I don't know where the natural gases come from. And these are the wrong tile. This is the only thing that could be producing the natural gas. It's the only thing I can think of to put out natural gas. It was fun turning these on, but I'm simply not ready to switch them on again. And I have no idea how I'm going to blow that cork open. Trying to vent out all the gas in here. It takes a little bit. Okay, I get the hint, guys. You want to be warm. Goodness. We're warming it up gradually, at least. Come on over here. All this polluted oxygen. We'll get deodorizer set up. Almost built. The problem is, I also need an oxygen line. I thought I put in the order to disable this building. Yeah, take that apart. I'm gonna need something out of steel instead. Go ahead and sweep that. Excellent. There you are. You're presently dormant. You'll be awake in 13 days. We'll start cooling this area off again with near liquid carbon dioxide. I can go with the fried mushrooms. Yeah, we're gonna break into this. There's no reason to, I just want to. Bustathon's handling about as well as I would expect it to. Basically, I want to push this natural gas back down. I don't need it creeping through the rest of my base. Good old surface tension. Plumbing. And then we're going to go ahead and rebuild the pump over here. But we're going to use steel. Not nearly enough oxygen in this. Atmos suit. Typical Atmos suit. That's the oxygen. Holds 75 kilos of oxygen. Okay. Glacial. Almost. Ready to vent out. Heat. It's getting there. They're slowly heating these plants up. does frost resistant do? Impervious to cold as a result, and immune to soggy feet. That's the true power. Your feet just cannot get soggy. Wish my feet couldn't just get soggy. Did I just peek my mic? I'm sorry if I peeked my mic over there. But anyways, as I was saying, man, I wish my feet couldn't get soggy. Just walk through anything and just have dry feet afterwards. Go, my man. Why are we alternating? Guys, why are we leapfrogging? Oh, well, it's almost done. But, yeah, no, unfortunately, I don't think I'm actually producing enough oxygen. So once you start looking at distribution, it's just a clogged mess. I've got to distribute to too many sources at once. Which kind of sucks. So it starts off as a pretty full pump, and then it empties out like really quickly. Okay. That's almost done. These are almost, well, they're still short. Maybe I added some back paneling to this. Like, it's weird. I'm not sure how this stuff's supposed to work, but it works. Like, I don't understand in the slightest. You, why am I, why? Why am I doing vertical wood paneling? What is wrong with me? Don't answer that, but what is wrong with me? Actually, I'll hold off on that until after I have regular beds. Infantry barracks. One or more comfy beds and a cost. Well, if I wanted to cram everybody into one living space, that would be a way to do it. Or I can give them all comfy beds with no cots. Biggest room, 24 tiles. The minimum size for private bedroom. As back wall tiles. I'll worry about that later. This is almost done. Don't get me wrong, it actually looks kind of nice though. A nice forested backdrop. Yeah, I would like to get these built. Oh, it's snack time. Rust, and we'll give over to Combustazon. Okay, the natural gas sits on top of... that's not good. The natural gas sits on top of the carbon dioxide. I don't even know where that came from, to be honest. Now I'm going to figure out how to deal with it. I know how to actually deal with it. Ventilation. Gas pump, we'll go ahead and use steel. Gas filter will also make it out of steel because I don't know how hot it's going to be down here. Okay. Cancel. Deconstruct. Cancel. Yes. For now, I will just store it. Hey, Glacial, what do we got going on? Do we have gas flow? Alright, this will start cooling this area off. As we gradually pump out all the air pressure in here. But as you can see, we are having a very slow success. It's very gradual, but the heat here is diminishing. Better is that this still has 26 cycles before it goes and blows its top again. That is a very hot pipe, though. You could cook on that. As some of my duplicants have experienced. And we just vent that all out into space. Where it will promptly be nobody's problem. Brings me to my next ridiculous move. I don't know if crushed ice is affected by gravity. If it isn't, I should be able to build a bridge through here. Okay, crushed ice is affected by gravity. Never mind that. Dang, that's unfortunate. Well, what can you do? And watch this area cool off. It's very gradual. But it is working. Granite. Obsidian, granite, dirt, rust, and sand. Or what got erupted out of these for pumping crude oil through them. Interesting. Dig out all of this stuff, then dig out the rest of this down here. Break into here. Oh, hey, there's snow. Mole-man's gonna drop. Nope. Mole-man decided she could temporarily fly instead. Wish I could just make decisions like that. Oh, pressure's decreased enough that we're starting to pump out. We haven't reached the oxygen, but it's starting to dip down. We'll see how long that lasts. Sand. I absolutely will not mind converting this entire room to a vacuum. This one right over here. It'll only be an issue if that means this starts venting out specifically liquid CO2. Because I don't want liquid CO2 to be pumped out. I'm gonna need solid, or not solid. The dry ice would be useful for cooling off this volcano. I want gaseous CO2. Finally, things are cooling. Well, as cool as they can get. That is the one problem. Carbon dioxide heats up rapidly. Yep, that's melting and overflowing. That is an issue. The other issue being I've almost ventilated this room completely. Which means even less heat transfer. Less heat transfer means less cooling. And all around an annoying time. Oh well, what can you do, you know? What can you do? Okay. I suppose hoping the next thing is to start hooking up to these trees to pump out nectar. But I need to think of how I want to approach that. I may go for the trees over here. Really, guys? What are you doing? No, seriously, what are you doing? That is really weird behavior. Yep, all the carbon dioxide got vented out of here. Now we're just grabbing genuinely negligible amounts of gas. Clearly what needs to be done is this room needs to be expanded. Well, it worked a little bit. And I just want to give it to these pumps for being able to maintain a total vacuum within various pipe segments. I'm glad I don't have to prime anything. Goodness, could you imagine if they actually made you have to prime the pipes? Like, this would be the only one that wouldn't have to be primed because it's already in a vacuum. And yes, I'm aware that opening this door means I lose materials every time somebody has to go through it. That's fine, though. Because this thing's about to erupt again. In just a few days. Well, this thing is trying. Oh, where did I get the third seed from? That's interesting. It's not warming up in here very quickly, that's for sure. It's definitely trying to. Don't get me wrong. Definitely trying to heat up in here. It's just is taking a bit of time. Just get this one's internal temperature up. Oh, meteor showers. I'm very sorry, tree. Well, physics briefly got janky there. Oh, shoot. It's going to require some thought. Some thought and some neat research to be done. Namely, do I want to run a pipe all the way down here for plastic? I think the answer to that question is no. No, I don't want to run a pipe all the way down here for plastic. Let's make some glass. That was quick. I guess we'll take the seed. I'm going to dig out into there, and we're going to manufacture plastic right up here on the surface. That's what we're going to do. Now, in order to in part solve this building plastic on the surface situation, look at all that light. I'm going to have to sacrifice these plants on the top. We have to remove those. Because I want the solar panels. Oh, hang on. Oh, I can't even preview their size because of how much glass I don't have. Meteor has glass? Combustazon has glass. Okay, it's a little bit bigger than what the preview shows. For the most part, this has been pretty reliable on the appearance of the device. This is two of those. It's a little bit bigger than expected. That's fine though. That's workable. I'm actually surprised. I was expecting space to be right there. Relation type. Get rid of that manual airlock. I appear to have created a bit of a nothing grinder here. Whoops. Yeah, that's obnoxious. What can you do, though? Neutronium, neutronium. I feel like I'm missing a geyser on this planet. See, we have a chlorine gas vent there. That's just dirt. We have a natural gas geyser there. But going to the star map, scans indicate I should have a liquid sulfur geyser. And it's nowhere in sight. I didn't do anything to it. Unless it's gonna be like in the middle of this lava pit here. In which case, the volcanoes can keep it. Okay. Actually, no. We'll hold off on that for the moment. I want to get glacial solar systems going first. Okay, we are erupting. Problem is, you erupt by not a lot. Well, this thing only grabs 500 grams a second. That eruption is enough to outdo the gas pump. This area, however, is still very hot. Actually, I'm going to put an icy fan right there. It's not going to do a lot, and it's manually controlled, but should be enough to cool things off. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. Just a teeny tiny bit. Nothing at the moment. Considering uprooting these and putting them down here. Just lowering the placement of my carbon pit. I do find it kind of funny that despite graphically having had glass for a while, I am only now making glass. Getting there. Fighting the heat in this area. I wouldn't call it a losing battle per se, but I wouldn't call it a winning battle either. Slap that right there. This one requires 240 watts of power. I know this thing's going to spit out steam and carbon dioxide, but I'll probably just rely on mopping that up. And yes, I meant mopping up the carbon. Well, actually might get warm enough to start aerating out the carbon dioxide. Oh, I hope so. Starting to run a little low on food, actually. Well, not run low, but it looks like we're starting to chew through it, I guess. I'm not super surprised by that. Gas range is a little bit bigger than I thought it was. Just deconstruct the egg cracker, actually. And the gas range. Which I don't want made out of iron ore. Stop trying to make things out of iron ore. You're saving that. Micrograms. Oh, you're erupting right now, though. I don't think this thing produces heat fast enough to, You're wrong, it is a heat source, but You would wrap 15 more cycles. We're trying. It's a little bit silly, but we're trying. This thing can store a lot of salt in it. I have to manually go and uproot each one. Okay. That's unfortunate. My attempts to heat this up seem to be failing. What if I thicken this? Ooh, a cosmetic print. My favorites. What did we get? What did we get? Ooh, we got yellow cake. Oh, yellow cake. If somebody ever offers you yellow cake, politely decline. Unless you're needing it for research material. I know this area is kind of lacking in oxygen. Wonder. Like, this is a very nice showroom. I wonder if I should completely tear it apart and put solar panels in here. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Oh, I don't have glass blowing research done. Power. Hang on. Okay, I shouldn't put it right next to this. It'll probably heat it up a fair bit. So we'll go right there. If that's not complaining about being right, that's a solid bottom down there. Okay. Looking forward to getting this operational. So what I'm gonna do is actually a little bit silly and mildly cheeky, but once this is all said and done, I'm going to disconnect that wire, replug it into here. Actually, I'm just going to do that right now. Power. And cancel that. Deconstruct those. Plug in like so. Cancel dig. There we go. And we're stuck again. So there's like a thing over there, and man, it does not look like it's had a good day. Used to be in the kitchen. I need a kitchen? You require a spice grinder, refrigerator, no mess tables. Well, beep. Oh, beepity beep to that. Okay. Heck, we'll deconstruct that. An extra tile right there. Scoot my chair in. realize I'm... How long has this been up? How long has this been visible for? It's been visible the entire time. Like this entire thing. I forget to turn all of this off this entire time. I'm a professional. I'm an absolute professional. Well, it's gone now. Oh, this is awkward. There's definitely no taking that out. Man, I just got so excited to have oxygen not included going that I completely forgot. This grinder's kind of big. Okay, now we're in a refrigerator. Now we're in a kitchen. Interesting. I don't have access to waterweed. Or mealwood seeds. Dang it, that's going to use aluminum. You know, I won't worry about it. But once I can get plastic going, this is what I want the plastic for. I'll be able to lay down transit systems throughout my base, allowing duplicants to zip around in little tubes like hamsters. But also, I'm actually starting to run into foods going down here. It's not good. What can I grow here? Osh sprouts. There's dirt and ethanol, though. They grow fruits. Need to be kept warm. I already have a bunch of these. Wood also needs to be kept warm. Squash, those don't produce food. Just straight up copper. Actually, I'm gonna put that on combustazon. That is just straight up refined copper. Boom. igneous rocks readily available on the surface of Combustazon. So we're going to go ahead and just use that. Back to Glacial. Plumbing, actually. Cancel. Cancel all of that. Just use standard liquid piping. And use granite because it's so readily available. There we go. We do start getting hotter down here. Oh, my steam's all cooled off into water. Except for over here, it's still steamy. If only just. It is. Interesting. You're in a supercritical state. Where the water doesn't quite want to become steam, or the steam doesn't quite want to become water, despite it being cold enough to do just that. Interesting. Glass blowing. Glass blowing. Sure. You know, it's coming to my attention. I may need to cool this off in another fashion. Alright, I'll probably work out a more aggressive cooling manner. I might set up a mining laser, actually. I should have those. Yes. Okay, it's called a robo-miner. But I'm thinking, maybe if I set up a robo-miner in conjunction with, say, sweepy and a loader. I could just dump snow from the meteor storms into here. Oh, that's unreachable. That's not. Hmm. Oh, it's just getting colder. Trying so hard with this thing. And then this is cooling off. Not very quickly. The ice is cooling off faster than anything else, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a lot faster to build in the first place. Where you going, buddy? Grabbing more granite. Or not. Things that don't have a shelf life don't need to go in there. Oh, that's interesting. Raw egg used to be a cooking ingredient. That's fine. For the moment, we're going to go ahead and just allow the harvesting of the branches here. Actually, maybe we won't harvest the branches on that. That was kind of funny to watch. It just squeesh. Squeesh. It was so engorged with tree sap and then just... No gas output. Yeah, for just the moment, we'll go ahead and just vent this out. Stretch. Stretchy proto. Okay. Ooh, new cosmetic. What did we get? Ooh, charcoal checkers. Finally. It's fully operational! And not... Oh, well, it's almost nighttime, so I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. I should hook up a battery to this. And probably a second one of those to go with. Maximum of 380 watts. Starting to see why Glacial might be frozen over. This place is not good for solar power. What's your maximum lux exposure? 10,000 lux. Bustazon, 35,000 lux. At midday peak. Oh no, at midday peak we only put out 74 watts on a solar cell. Oof. Oh no, Glacial is not good for solar power. Okay. You're trying to operate, and I appreciate that, but we're going to use a smart battery on this instead. Automation wire. Hope I hadn't left that running for too long. Okay, this is unfortunate. I didn't think this place was that atrocious for solar power. It really just goes to show the further you are away from your home star, the worse solar power is for you. Like, inherently there's nothing wrong with solar systems. But distance can do a number on your power output. And Glacial just has horrible, Glacial just ain't suited for it. That's all there is to it, really. Now, I don't want to do much in here, but Murphy beds are a crime. Any level of decency, this needs to go. Just beyond Murphy bed. I forgot about that. Okay, automation. Not gate. Scan the old trusty not gate. Get more trees juiced. Because really that's what's happening, is just... It's just so funny. And I hadn't really paid attention to it until now. The trees, it just goes... They get all engorged on producing nectar. And then they just go squishy. powered up. And this thing's just gonna produce. Okay, I see how this thing works. It works like the salt. It looks like it works like the desalinator. Ugh. Cottonmouth like all the time. Alright, then the battery got drained. Where'd the steam go? That's weird, there's no steam. There's no water. Huh. Yeah, I'm not gonna question it. If the steam is somehow magically getting deleted, that's weird, but I'm not gonna worry. That's a bunch of heat that I don't have to deal with. That means I have a bunch of plastic ready to go. There it is. The nectar. We squished another tree. We juiced another plant. And now it's daytime again. I wonder what plastic falls under. I wonder if it's considered miscellaneous. I mean, wood is obviously organic. Glass is considered miscellaneous. And yet the solar panels don't even show up under the material overlay. Strange. Very strange. Oh well. Rocketry, yes, telescope. Except I don't want it made from iron ore. don't have any nectar to lead to it at the moment. That's my chance to check. Here's my plastic. Just reject all for now. Well, actually, I'll take the grapefruit seeds. Where'd the sucrose come from? Where and how did I dig up sugar? That's weird. But also not my problem. Okay, so let's see, base, transit tube. Plastic for that. Which means more tree juicing. And we'll just go like that. Okay, so back to Combustazon now then. Dig this out first. Okay. Bustazon is significantly better suited for solar power. And that's what I'm going to do here. This planet's going to be supplied with a solar array. And you know what? I got plenty of time. I can go on for longer. Normally I stop this time, but my Thursdays are actually fairly open. I have plenty of time to make my duplicants suffer. Ha 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 ha. Nah, I wouldn't do it. Especially not to Otto. Goodbye, Otto. Where'd you go? going to vent some carbon dioxide into here. Nope, or not. Abe has decided he doesn't want to do that anymore. There he goes again. Yes, man, you suck up enough CO2 yet? Greedy little thing. He's like slurp, slurp, slurp on the CO2. We're not going to see what these things are capable of without first plugging them into a power supply. Do that. We have a bunch of plastic going on. Okay. Transit tube. I guess we'll have to make this out of aluminum. Oh, it's meteor showers. That's actually a little concerning. That may actually do some damage. Hi, I appreciate the work ethic, but it's an active meteor shower. Don't be out here. Okay, peak lux around 296. 260 watts at peak lux. Yeah, this is infinitely more better suited for our production. Don't mind me just choking on my own saliva. Oh, that's a problem. And we'll grab the bristleberries. Potential load on you. But I'm not actually worried about hitting the potential load on this. I know that this wire could technically be overloaded. Not worried about that. The reason I'm not worried about that is because these machines do not operate at the same time this is operating. I wonder if I could do that. I also don't need that battery. I am almost out of cobalt. And work order for 20 more of that. And 20 more of this. I might start sending raw copper over here to be refined. And oh, I am out of refined carbon. I can use the wood. How's this going over here? I think thickening out the wall has helped. I'm also considering turning this area into a vacuum. I'm not sure how useful that would be. Well, I mean, it would be very useful because that would mean there's no air, there's no temperature to leak through these doors. Can't gas exchange, or you can't really heat exchange through vacuum. These wires could still exchange heat, but it's not a large margin. Suffice to say, you cannot create a perfectly isolated system. What I can do I wonder. We're gonna do something a little weird here. I don't want it right there. And let's go one deeper. We're going to do a thing here. And that thing is get mercury into a basin. I want every last drop of my sweeped up mercury, or my readily available mercury, just put into here. And then I'm going to feed it into this. Okay, cool. We are producing an oxalate down here. Love to see it. Should probably uncover the solar panel. And this ladder. And the pipes can stay buried. Shine, but you're in a vacuum. How are you flying? What are you? That's how you're flying, isn't it? Yes. That okay. You're just so radioactive that the radiation pressure lets you fly. I will accept that. That makes sense to me. Bust is on. That's still intoned. Okay, so with that in mind, I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. Well, actually, I may just. Let's see here. Power. What's the demand of all of you hooked up together at once? Cosmetic print. What do we get? What do we got? Excited beeping. Ooh, a painting. Oh, and also an actual print. Check it all for now. Actually, check the supply closet, just everything. Do I have any duplicants laying around? Or duplicants? Duplicate cosmetics. I have a dozen duplicants laying around. Do I have any duplicate cosmetics? I skipped right over wallpapers. Huh. Atmo suits. Footwear. Lovewear. Pants. Well, not necessarily pants. I'm sorry, what? Did I just have my duplicants running around in their boxers and or briefs? That would be silly. Okay, I'm not sitting on any duplicates though. No duplicate cosmetics. Anyways, right. So we'll see what these have on their power demands. And we'll go from there. No, I'm paused still. Yeah, this still has that attuned. That's very unfortunate. I thought I would be able to get more power out of the ACL for solar systems or for solar arrays, but that doesn't seem to be the case. What do you mean insufficient power? It's plugged in. They're plugged in, right? No, it's not plugged in. This one is not plugged in. How long has that been unplugged for? I know it's an overreaction, but there we go. Okay, let's get a tube built. See if that's what it wants done. Okay, so I can't build through those. But I can build those through that. No? Out of plastic. Okay, now it's charged. The first thing I'm going to want to do is have enough plastic, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it all the way up here. And then dump them down right there. But I'm also going to have a drop-off point like down here somewhere. Probably not. I'll probably add another access station down here. That's right, pick up all that mercury. Not sure why I'm bothering with airlock doors here. It's literally just for the decor purpose, but to be honest, that's not really worth it. Oh dear, power just cut. Or power's about to cut. Just standard pneumatic doors will work. Something got damaged over there. Oh, I think I actually overloaded this wire. Why did your potential load go up? The arcade center. Okay. Arcade cabinet puts too much of a power draw. Can't say I'm entirely surprised by that. We're trying. We're trying to cool this place off. It ain't working, but we're trying. In fact, I think it's getting hotter. This is a hopeless endeavor. It's kind of funny, but it's a hopeless endeavor. And then that's erupting again soon. And then that's getting juiced. Okay, we'll actually have a decent bit of plastic going on soon. That ejects every 30 kilos of plastic. And reject all. Temperature levels rising. Unfortunately, it's taking its time. I didn't realize I could do that. Kick this thing up into overdrive. Who just got burnt? Oh no. It's getting too hot to operate this building because this just erupted. Oh, jeez. Oh, what can you do? For realizing that this can be kicked into high gear. Disappointed it doesn't glow brighter. I think it would put out light, but it doesn't. Almost got this growing. Let me increase the heat tolerance of this for the time being. Finally getting there. I'll soon have these arbor trees growing. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this thing. This menace. This is about to erupt again. What are these pipes made out of? Wolframite? Yep. There's a reason I chose wolframite. Just don't remember why I chose wolframite. That's why I chose wolframite. Because it can't melt it. Can't melt my radium pipes. Can I? No, I can't. I'm going to have to move these critters. That's fine. I'll do that later, and then I'll repurpose this room into something else. Actually, probably for the best if I move these guys anyways. Yes! It lives! It grows! It's a tree. We're going to go ahead and reduce the tolerance on this now. So these two growing eventually. The important detail is that we got this one growing. Which means it's consuming water, which means we're piping hot water into that. Maybe gradually. But every cycle, this thing will consume 7 full pipes worth of liquid. Which is really what you want to see when doing this stuff. Next issue comes in the form of these guys are actually eating up all of the food. I'm going to need to do something about that. Didn't these used to have, like... I swear these had, like, a manual operation order. Oh, it's off of this. Auto bottle. Okay, it has nothing to do with this. It's off of the bottler itself. There we go. If I have any solid mercury left. Where's the pump? There's the pump. You know, I only need one sink in here. How dare you? How dare you? Hang on. Inspect. Okay, it's a critical evacuation notice. And also, this one. Inspect. View entry. I screwed up so much today. At one point I spaced on the formula for calculating the volume of a cone. You must have thought I was completely useless. The only time I knew what I was doing was when I helped an older coworker figure out how to her dumb old email. Say education isn't so important as long as you've got the skills. But there's things my colleagues know that I just don't. They're not mean about it or anything. It's just so frustrating. I feel dumb when I talk. I bet they're going to realize soon that I don't belong here. And then I'll be fired for math, for sure. And I'm still paying off my student loans with international fees. I can't lose this income. Oof. Poor Cross. He's going through a bit of a rough moment. Rough patch there. I'm sure he'll be fine, but still. Oof. Oh. Oh, yeah. Led down that road. I don't know why. I thought the liquid petroleum would be an oranger color, if that makes sense. Like, not quite molten slickster red, but closer to this, like halfway between the two. Something more like, yeah, something more like what the oil well looks like, but liquidy, kind of like the natural gas. Yeah, I don't know. What else do you guys eat aside from plum squash? Just the plum squash. Okay. Told. Do it up here. Realize I can make these out of wood. Oh, well, or make them look like they're made out of wood, I should say. Stretch. Oh, look at the mouse news. I've almost survived survived a full year. 301 colonies old. No, that was not correct. 301 cycles old. How did you really? You cooled off? Okay, increased heat tolerance. How did you cool off? It's the cold water. That's what it is. Water's had a chance to cool off in the pipes. Dang it. And this isn't going to erupt for another 5 days, bringing more heat. No reason for anyone to go in there at the moment, especially when this is going to be erupting soon. The eruption should heat up the pipes at least. Man, I'd have been so close. What do you got here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 of these. Oob. Yep, this is still considered a washroom. Good. It's very gradual, but I have access to nectar at least. And squish. Building has an obstructed view. Operating at 78% efficiency. Has this been used at all yet, though? Oh, it has been. Laguna. Laguna rains oxalite. Very interesting. We also have. Well, we have another carbon dioxide geyser. We have gold and cobalt volcanoes. No teleport access. Annihilated satellite. And I can inspect way from over here. Office space in space! Bring your office to the stars with Gravitas' new corporate space stations. Enjoy a captivated workforce with over 600 square feet of office space in low Earth orbit. Stunning views, a low-gravity gym, and a cafeteria serving the finest nutritional bars await your personnel. Daily to and from missions to your satellite office via our luxury space shuttles. That's a waste of fuel. Rest assured, our space stations and shuttles utilize only the extremely efficient, environmentally friendly Gravitas proprietary power sources. Workplace revolution starts now. Taking reservations now for the first orbital spaces. 100% money back guarantees minus 10% filing fee. So they get you with the filing fee every time. It's the filing fee. And what's this? Frozen Mercury asteroid field. 19 tons of ice, mercury, and cinnabar. I didn't care much for the cinnabar or the mercury. Artifact has me intrigued. But I'll need a rocket for that. Apparently I have a new print. Choose blueprint. I guess we'll just take the plum seeds for now. Which copy settings. Paste settings. So what I'm trying to do with these is I want them growing so I can have, well, so I can have a source of ethanol. Start converting wood straight to ethanol. Really, if I wanted these to be growing at a more effective rate, I'd probably have a lamp per tree. And then I could put them a little bit tighter together, but man, that would be grossly inefficient on a power draw. Look at you, we're making more plastic. I do like a renewable solution to plastic. And squish. We're clearly getting hot around here. Utilities. Shift plate. Thermal conductivity. Thermally reactive. Reactive by a little energy to raise in temperature and therefore heat and cool quickly versus high thermal conductivity. Material disperses heat because energy transfers quickly through materials with high thermal conductivity between two objects. Heat transfer will be determined by the object with the lowest thermal conductivity. Honestly, I think we will use this. Place that right there. Put another one there. And there. Reps in 1.8 days. Ooh, that warmed up quickly. That's what I'm talking about. It's require a lot of work to make. I might put one of these down here. It's definitely yielding results, don't get me wrong. Is it yielding the results I want? I don't know. I'm going to do that. I know shift plates don't share between each other. Really? Oh well. No, I'm actually running out of time right now. Go ahead and save it here. Went just slightly over what I intended to go, actually, but that's fine. Probably. It's probably fine. Did I save it? I probably saved it. We're going to save it again. Okay. And with that, I thank you all for coming. If you want to be notified when I'm going live or putting out more, go ahead and hit the subscription button. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. If you dislike what you saw, obviously hit the dislike button. I see both. It helps me out. And until then, I hope you have a good day or good night, wherever you may be. And I will see you all next time. Ta-ta for now, and you have a good one.